Do you want to add a stylish, offset stroke to your text in Adobe Illustrator? Maybe you've thought about it, but you're intimidated by the hassle you imagine it will take to edit all of your text. Well, today, I'm here to show you not only how to add that offset stroke effect to your text, but also how to retain the ability to edit and change that text whenever you want. And I'll show you how to easily transfer your new stylized text effects from one text area to another without the need to recreate each effect. To start out, the first thing we're going to need is our appearance panel. And if you don't see it, you can always pull that up by going up here to Window, Appearance, or you can use the shortcut Shift F6 to bring that up. Now with our appearance panel pulled up, let's go ahead and select our text. Right now, there's not a whole lot showing up in our appearance panel, so let's go ahead and start by adding a new fill color. To do that, we can use this Add New Fill button here at the bottom, which looks like a filled in square. Now that added a default fill color, but if we click on this new box, then we can change this to be any color that we want. Now, I already have a swatch saved here that I want to use, but you can make this any color that works for your design. All right, now that we have that fill color in place, let's go ahead and add a stroke. And to do that, it's very similar. We just go down here to the Add New Stroke button. This one looks a bit like an empty checkbox, so you may not recognize it as a button right away, but clicking this will add a new stroke to our text. And once again, we can change that color of our stroke. Again, that can be any color you want, but I'll go ahead and stick with my same color swatch for this one. Then we can add a little bit of weight to our stroke. We can edit this at any time, so it doesn't need to be final. I just like adding a little bit in at this stage so I can more easily preview the effect as I'm working. We can always fine tune it later. Next, we can add in our offset stroke effect, and you're not going to believe how easy this is. All we have to do is go down here to the Effects button and then select Path, Offset Path. Clicking that brings up our Offset Path menu. This is where we can tell Illustrator how many pixels to offset the stroke away from our main text. Right now it's defaulting to 10 pixels, which doesn't look too bad, so I'll leave it there for now. We can always change it later, and you can adjust these settings to match what looks best in your design. But for now, I'm just going to hit OK. Now, admittedly, this looks like a bit of a mess. All the strokes are overlapping one another, and this is where some designers get overwhelmed. They think they have a bunch of work left to do to clean up this outline, but the cleanup is so fast and easy, you might not even believe it. All you have to do is go back down to that FX button, and this time we'll go to Pathfinder, Add, and clicking that immediately removed all of those overlaps in our stroke. We didn't have to expand our stroke or do a bunch of editing. This one option just fixed everything. Now that we have everything set up, we can go back in and adjust any settings that we want in order to create the style that we're looking for. So for example, maybe we want to add a little bit of weight to that stroke. I'm thinking maybe increasing that to, I think 12 will be good. Make it a nice thick stroke. But as we start to change our stroke, you might start to notice some of these odd overlap areas in our outline, like the area between the R and the E in our text. To fix that, we can click on our offset path setting, and we can add a little bit more space here as well. So I'm going to be using the up arrow on my keyboard just to increase this a little bit and see how that looks. I'd say 15 looks about right. That got rid of those overlap areas in our stroke, so I think that'll do it. So I'll just go ahead and click OK. And just like that, we have ourselves a nice offset stroke effect for our text. And the best part is we can double click anywhere in our text and still change any words that we want, just like any other text area. It's all fully editable and keeps all of our stroke effects in place. So this is going to be perfect for headline treatments or callouts, really anywhere where we want to have some bold, stylized callout text. But what if you have a bunch of headlines that you want to change? Thankfully, since we did this once, we don't have to do this again throughout our document. All we have to do is select our stylized type, and then again looking at our appearance panel, we want to find this icon in the upper left, which is a preview of our text effect. We can see it has the same fill color, stroke color, and that offset stroke effect, all within that little preview window. Next, we can just click and drag that icon onto our existing text. And once we let go, it automatically gives those same appearance settings to our new text, eliminating the need for any extra work. Just a smart, efficient workflow. And just like before, if we double click on our text, it's still editable, meaning we can change it to whatever we want. And it's just that easy to add a stylized offset stroke to our editable text in Adobe Illustrator. And now that you've mastered working with the appearance panel for stylized strokes, Did you know there's a fast and easy way to center an object on your artboard without using any confusing guides? It's a simple one-click method, and I have a video right here to show you how.